So you need to listen clearly and carefully and follow as I go along, all right? Now, I'm going to put the camera on the material so that you can see. Okay, now, this is what you need to do first, all right? You all have your cutout of the paper plate. I'm sure you do, right? The first thing that we're going to do is we are going to use our ballpoint pen to punch a hole in either side of the paper plate, all right? Now, all right, if you do not have any of these materials, that's okay. You can work with what you have. Also, before I move on, let me just say that I'm using yellow and orange paper, but paper of any other color is fine, okay? You can use any color paper that you have at home, even if it's just plain white paper or brown paper, that's fine, okay? Now, I'm sure you can see all my materials lined out here. So I'm going to begin with punching a hole through my paper plate. So like I said, I'm using a sharp ballpoint pen to poke the hole on my paper plate. So one hole is going to be on this side. Okay, so carefully do that so that you don't tear the paper plate. All right, that's one side. And I'm going to turn it to the other side. And right across from the hole that you punched earlier, you are going to punch another hole there. So like I said, be careful, children, not to tear the whole paper plate, right? So what you have now is something that looks like this. I hope you can see the two holes. Let me just show you. One is on this side and one is on this side. All right. Now, after that, what we're going to do is we are going to use your string. Make sure it's a bit long so that you can adjust it later when you want to wear it as a face mask, okay? It's okay if it's longer, you can adjust it later. So what you're going to do is you're going to thread the string that you have through the hole of the paper plate. And you are going to make a knot over here. Now, children, if you do need help making a knot, you can ask someone around you. You can ask your mummies or daddies, or you can ask your brothers and sisters to help you, okay? So how we make a knot is, I'm going to show you once more. Hold the two ends like this, the two sides. You're going to cross it over each other and bring the short string down and under and pull. Okay? Now we're going to do that again. Cross it over each other. Put your shorter string down and under and pull it together. That's how we make a knot. All right? Now I'm going to show you on the other side as well. See the hole that we made earlier? We are going to put the string through and make a knot as well. Okay? And that is going to help to hold the mask around our head later on. Okay, so put it through. Now, hold the two sides together, cross it over. The shorter string goes down, under, and pull. Okay, let's make one more knot. So it goes across, down and under and pull. All right, so now let me just show you what we have so far. We have our paper plate with our string that we can tie around our heads later, okay? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on the lion's mane, okay? So at this point, you need all your paper strips, okay? Whatever colors you have, that's fine. Okay? I'm going to start with orange paper. So I will need my glue because I'm going to glue all the paper strips around the paper plates. Right? So I want you to start by placing some glue on the ring of your paper plate, all right? Okay, so I'm going to put a small section first and please do not put too much of glue, because then your paper plate will become too wet. All right. So I'm going to start with my orange. I've put some glue on the back part of the paper plate. Now I'm going to stick my orange paper down on the paper plate like this. All right. So you can see this is what it looks like, right? And I'm going to use yellow next. Okay, so I mix up the colors a little bit. So I have orange and then yellow. And then I'm going to go back with orange and yellow. Now this is what you are going to do. You are going to continue to do to cover the entire circle of the paper plate, all right? Now, I can see some of you working on your crafts. That's good. So what you need to do is just continue. So I have orange, yellow, orange, yellow. Now I'm going to go back with orange, yellow again, orange. Now, I need to add more glue onto my paper plate. Right, I stopped with orange, so I'm going to continue with yellow. And orange. Yellow. And orange. Okay, let's do that for the entire circle of the paper plate. Right, we have half of the paper plate to go. I'm going to cover the entire half of this side with some glue. And do the same, right? So, yellow and then orange. Now, if you only have one color, you can just stick the same color all around the paper plate as well. Right, I'm almost at the end. I'm sure all of you are busy sticking your paper strips, right, to make the lion's mane. Well done, children. Right, it's okay if you get some glue on your fingers, okay? You can wash your hands later, right? All right, I can see some of you still sticking your paper strips. That's fine, you can continue. Okay, but at the end of you sticking all your paper strips, you should have something that looks like this. All right, now, to curl the lion's mane, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how this is done, and then you can finish it up later, all right? Now, the same pen that you used earlier to poke the holes in the paper plate, I want you to take the paper strips that you pasted on the lion's face and curl it up this way, okay? You curl it up this way using the pen so that the lion's mane will have some shape to it and won't be so straight. Okay, can you see how the paper is curling up? When you use the pen, just drag the pen along the paper, but be sure not to pull it too hard or else the paper might tear. All right. Okay, almost done. Good job, children. Now, we're almost done with the lion's mane. I can't wait to see what all of you look like in the lion's mane, with the lion's mane on later. So, once you're done curling all the paper, look at this lion's mane. Now you look like a real lion, right? And if you can roar like a lion too, that would be great. Wow, very nice. Well done. All right. Now, if you do want to join me to do the other craft, okay, I'm going to tell you what you need in just 1 minute. All right. Let's see. I can see some of your friends still working on the lion's mane. All right. I'll give you a couple of minutes. I can see some of you still working on it. That's great. Some of you are already done. Now, if you do not have the materials now, that's fine, okay? Because you can watch this video again later and you can do it with your mummies and daddies or with your brother and sisters, all right? So don't worry, okay? Now remember, we are also going to be doing another craft after this. Okay, so if you want to join in with that craft as well, I hope you prepared your materials. And wow, that's very nice. I can see some of you with the lion mane. So nice. That's great. Very nice. All right, I'm just going to give you a couple more minutes to finish up, and then we are going to make another face mask. All right. Now, if you cannot finish it now, you can also finish it later. Okay? Like I said earlier, you can re-watch this video and you can follow it again later and complete it. All right? I see some really, really fierce looking lions here. Very good, children. Okay, good job, children. Very good. Now, I am going to move on to the next craft. Is everybody ready for the next craft? Like I told you, we're going to be making 2 face masks. So one was the lion's mane, and the next one is a tiny mouse. Okay, it's going to be a face mask of a tiny mouse. All right. Now, the mouse has a very cute little makes a cute squeaky noise, right? Can you all make that squeaky noise that a mouse makes? Squeaky, right? Okay, now besides the mouse's little cute squeak, what else is cute about a mouse? I think that the mouse's sharp little face and nose is what's cute about them. So that's what we're going to do, okay? Now for this craft, what you're going to need, what you need is half a paper plate. All right. Now you need to cut out some ears, okay? 2 ears. That's a bit rounded like this, okay? For the mouse's ears. And just any other colored paper to stick on the ear like this. All right, to make it look like an actual ear of a mouse. Right? Can you do that? Now, another thing that you need is to cut out a circle like this for the nose of the mouse. All right? And since it's a face mask, you'll need a string to hold it around your head, just like the lion mane you did just now. Okay? And aside from that, you will also need your glue, a sharp pen to poke the holes, and for this craft, you will need a pair of scissors. Now, when you use the scissors, I need you to be careful, all right? Be very careful, and also, if you are not able to use the scissors by yourself, please get some help from your mummies and daddies, all right? Okay, shall we begin? All right. Now, the first thing that we're going to do, look at your paper plate, all right? Like I said earlier, the mouse has a very sharp and pointy nose. So we are going to make a sharp and pointy edge on this paper plate. And I'm going to draw a line to show you how we are going to cut this paper plate, all right? To make a sharp and pointy edge. Now, I've drawn 2 lines here. So as you can see, there's 1 line going down to the middle here. And from this side, there's 1 line going down to the middle here. Okay, we are going to cut these 2 sections off. These 2 sections off. And you see that I put a mark there so that we get a sharp and pointy edge. Now I'm going to put my camera down so that you can see. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is cut out these 2 sections. And this is what we have. All right. Now, what we're going to do next is we are going to put this aside and we're going to make the eyes for the mouse. So, if this is the face of the mouse, where should the eyes go? 1 over here and 1 over here, right? So, what I want you to do is, again, use your ballpoint pen, the sharp edge, to poke a hole through the face of the mouse to make its eyes. Okay, now be careful not to tear the paper plate too much, all right? So there you go, you have 2 eyes. All right, and before we put the ballpoint pen away, we are going to make the holes on the side of the paper plate to tie our string as well, okay? Because it is a face mask, right? So let's do that. So I've made 2 holes on the sides of our paper plate. All right? And we are now going to thread the holes at the side and tie a knot like we did earlier for the lion's mane, all right? So like I said, thread your string, put it across the other side, go under and pull. All right, now you make another knot, just the same way. And then we're going to bring the string to the other side And do the same thing, all right? If the hole is not big enough, you can poke your ballpoint pen through again to make the string fit, okay? So again, make 2 knots on this side. All right, well done. All right. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make the ears for the mouse. So I've cut out these 2 papers here, and I'm going to stick these 2 orange papers on here, on the white papers, to make them look like actual ears. All right. So I'm going to put some glue on the white part of the paper. Okay, and stick this orange piece of paper here. And then this side as well. Now the next thing we are going to do is glue on the ears to the back part of the paper plate, all right? So it sticks out like this. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue down here on the ears and stick it underneath, okay? Stick it underneath the paper plate so it looks like this. And on the other side as well. All right. That's good. Okay, now for the last bit, you are going to stick on the nose of the mouse and then we're done. All right, we're going to put some glue at the tip of the paper plate over here, which you cut out earlier. And we are going to stick the round nose of the mouse. All right. And there you have it. You have a face mask of a mouse. All right. Now, if you're still working on your craft, that's fine. If you're still working on your craft, that's fine. You can continue. All right. Now, without further ado, we are going to go to the next part of our session today, which is the storytelling session, okay? Now, before we go to the storytelling session, I will introduce you to the characters of the story, all right? Now, in today's story, the title of the story is called Singa dan Tikus. Like Miss Bernie said earlier, the story is going to be in Bahasa. The 3 characters that you're going to hear from and see today are first the Sang Pancil, all right, the deer who is going to be telling the entire story. And then you have the Sang Singa, the fierce lion, all right? And lastly, you have the Si Tikus, the little mouse. And you are going to hear exactly what's going to happen in the story, all right, right now. Now, thank you, children, for joining my craft session. I am going to hand over the session to Teacher Vani, Teacher Ellie, and Teacher Yvonne. All right, thank you. Have a nice day, children.
Hai semua, apa khabar ya? Saya berharap semua sihat-sihat belaka. Saya ialah Sang Kancil. Ya, saya tinggal di dalam hutan bersama haiwan-haiwan yang lain. Tahukah kawan-kawan bahawa singa dan tikus adalah kawan baik? Macam mana pula ya singa dan tikus boleh menjadi kawan? Pelik kan? Yalah. Baiklah, saya akan menceritakan kisah singa dan tikus. Marilah kita mendengar bersama-sama. Di sebuah hutan, tinggal seekor singa yang gagah.
Aku Raja Rimba yang gagah dan kuat.
Ia sangat kuat dan tidak disukai oleh haiwan lain. Singa itu menghabiskan sebahagian waktunya untuk memburu haiwan dan sebahagian lagi untuk tidur. Oleh demikian, tiada seekor haiwan pun yang mahu berkawan dengannya. Pada suatu hari, seekor tikus keluar untuk mencari makanan.
Saya sangat lapar. Mana makanan saya?
Dalam keadaan tergesa-gesa itu, tikus terlanggar hidung singa yang sedang tidur. Singa terjaga daripada tidurnya.
Kau berani kau langgar aku? Aku akan tangkap kau.
Singa berasa sangat marah, lalu ia menangkap tikus.
Tolong lepaskan saya. Saya berjanji suatu hari nanti saya akan balas budi Tuan. Tolong lepaskan saya.
Tikus berasa sungguh takut. Ia merayu kepada singa.
Kau terlalu kecil. Macam mana kau nak bantu aku?
Singa tertawa apabila mendengar kata-kata tikus.
Tolong lepaskan saya, tolong.
Kata singa sambil ketawa. Kebetulan pula, singa baru lepas makan dan berasa sangat kenyang. Jadi, dia tidak mahu memakan tikus lalu melepaskannya.
Terima kasih singa, terima kasih singa. Saya akan membalas budi awak suatu hari nanti.
Kata tikus kepada singa, lalu ia pun pergi ke tempat yang lain. Dua hari kemudian, singa keluar untuk mencari makanan. Ketika berjalan-jalan, singa tidak perasan akan ada jaring yang dipasang oleh pemburu. Akhirnya, singa terperangkap di dalam jaring tersebut. Singa melaung sekuat hati bagi mendapatkan pertolongan.
Tolong! Tolong! Tolong aku! Tolong!
Tiba-tiba, seekor rusa mendengar jeritan singa. Lalu, ia pun pergi ke tempat singa terperangkap itu. Alangkah terkejutnya. Rusa melihat singa di dalam jaringan meminta tolong.
Rusa? Rusa! Tolong aku, Rusa! Tolong! Aku janji tidak akan apa-apakan kau. Tolonglah aku!
Tetapi rusa tidak menghiraukan rayuan singa. Rusa terus berlari meninggalkan singa yang meminta tolong di dalam jaring. Tikus yang berada berhampiran tempat singa terperangkap terdengar jeritan, meminta tolong lalu segera ke tempat itu.
Tolong! Tolong! Sesiapa, tolonglah aku! Siapa sedang jerit ni? Biar aku pergi tengok.
Tikus terkejut melihat singa berada di dalam jaring yang tergantung di atas pokok.
Tikus? Tikus! Tolong aku, tikus! Tolong!
Tikus dengan segeranya memanjat pokok untuk menyelamatkan singa. Tikus mencuba sedaya upaya untuk menggigit jaringan tersebut.
Jangan bimbang, singa. Aku akan menolong kau.
Akhirnya, singa berjaya keluar daripada jaring tersebut dengan bantuan tikus. Singa amat terhudang budi dengan pertolongan singa itu. Setelah itu, singa mula sedar bahawa haiwan yang sekecil itu pun boleh menyelamatkan haiwan yang sebesarnya.
Terima kasih kawanku tikus kerana kau telah menyelamatkan aku. Aku tidak akan lupa pada jasa baik kau. Terima kasih tikus.
Kata singa kepada tikus.
Jangan cakap macam tu. Kita kan kawan. Bila berkawan, kita perlulah membantu satu sama lain.
Jadi, begitulah ceritanya. Bagaimana singa dan tikus menjadi kawan baik. Apakah pengajaran yang kita dapat daripada cerita ini? Ya kawan-kawan, kita hendaklah membalas jasa orang yang telah berbuat baik kepada kita. Jasa ini terlalu baik terhadap seseorang kerana bila kita mengalami kesusahan di masa akan datang, kebaikan itu akan dibalas. Baiklah murid-murid, sampai di sini sahaja untuk hari ini. Saya akan serahkan kepada Puan Bernie untuk memberi sepatah dua kata. Sekian.
Okey, seronok tak cerita tu? Kisah singa dengan si tikus. I'm sure you enjoyed the story about the lion and the mouse, right? Even though the mouse was so small, but he was able to help the lion, right? And the lion was so grateful and so helpful that he was happy that he was not hunted down by the hunters, and he was able to escape the net that the hunters put in. So which means always think of doing good things for your friends or your family, for mummies and daddies or your brothers and sisters, and you'll find that whatever good deeds that you do, it will be repaid one day. All right, so this is the thing that we learned about our story today. So I hope you had a good time making the craft and listening to our story. We have come to the end of our session, and now you can play with your mask a little later. All right, if you have your brothers and sisters, then you can act out being the lion and the mouse. All right, before we say goodbye, shall we say hello to our teachers who were our great actors today, our storytellers, our storyteller, and to say hi to them. All right, can we have Teacher Wani? All right, Teacher Wani is our Sang Kancil. Can we all say hi to Teacher Wani?
Hai semua.
Okay, and then we have Teacher Ellie the lion. Where's the lion? Whoa. Whoa, the brave and angry lion. That's Teacher Ellie. Hi, Teacher Ellie. Thank you.
Hello.
And then we have Teacher Yvonne, who's the mouse. Can we have the mouse? Yay!
Hello.
The little squeaky mouse who was so helpful, right? And then lastly, we have Teacher Tanya, who helped us to make the craft.
Hello, everyone.
All right. I hope all of you had a fantastic time today. And we will see you on Friday for our next fun learning session. Bye-bye. Don't forget to stay safe. Bye-bye from all of us at Beaconhouse Gasing. See you on Friday.